Hello everybody and welcome to Online X Factor. I'm your host, Team Talks, and you're here on my channel, and I'm going to be giving you this first ever season of Online X Factor. So I've handpicked 4 judges for you, Youngie199, Cam Hoskin, Yasmin Dan and Josh Reimer, and the 4 of them make up our judging panel for this first ever season. Now I hope you really enjoy this. Maybe you won't, maybe you will. Fingers crossed it's the real one. So basically there's going to be an episode every fortnight. That means there's 2 here in September, and so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of our auditions. We had hundreds and only 8 of them are going to be shown in the auditions. Doesn't mean all of them are going to make it through. Most of them, some of them, all of them may not, who knows. But the ones that don't make it through are just for you to see some of the entrants, and the ones that do, so you can see some of the finalists. Then in October, the final 10 will have been picked. I'll be messaging you if you're in the final 10 in the next week or 2, and then if you get messaged, you know you're in the final 10. You will then be in our live shows between October and December every fortnight. Now what's a live show mean? Because obviously we can't actually do a proper live show. Well, what it means is you are going to be doing a new performance. So forget your auditions, instead now you're going to do, I'll say, do a pop song. You will have to do a pop song, go against the judges, go in front of the judges, and then the audience at home are going to vote for you. They're going to have a few days to vote for you in several different ways. I'll tell you more about voting when October comes. But for now, it's time for our judges to see our first auditionee ever for Online X Factor. This is Jet Lag.
Oh, whoa, so jet lagged. What time is it where you are? I miss you more than anything. Back at home, you feel so far.
I like his style. Obviously, it's quite a rocky song, so I like his rock side of things, and he can definitely hit the notes of the songs. You know, I really like his song choice, and I like how he performed it. He had his own kind of style, rock, and I think a lot of people like him. I really like him, yeah.
Well, I really liked his voice, and I thought he had a good look. I could see a lot of teenage girls really liking to listen to him and watch him sing. But I found it really distracting that he never looked into the camera. You would never see a show like this on TV where the people weren't actually looking into the camera like they're singing to the audience. So I lost any sense of connection with him because he was never looking at me. It's also unfortunate that he had obviously a really cheap webcam. So if he could invest, you know, like $100 in a digital camera, that would really help, because it was just a lousy picture and his voice wasn't at all synced up. So that was really distracting. But overall, I liked his voice.
So that was Jet Lag. That was the entry from ILUPie367. So you heard what the judges thought of him. What do you think of him? Let us know in the comments below. The next one is Someone Like You.
I didn't give to you. Oh, friends, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue.
Well, he has a nice voice, and he has an interesting look, which is kind of cool. I like people who've got a unique personality, and he seems to. He was really distracted in this video. There was something going off to the side that you could hear. He actually looked over to see what it was and then came back. So it really didn't seem like he took any time with this video. He couldn't be bothered to do it again because there was something distracting going on. And he also didn't make eye contact. Again, the eye contact is important. You've got to look into the camera so I feel like you're singing to me. And there was none of that there. So again, there was no real connection. So overall, I thought he had a decent voice and he had an interesting look, but the video could have been a lot better.
He was alright. He wasn't as good as the first one, because I felt that he was a bit out of tune. No offence, but you know, can't just let everyone through, so you know, yep. If he was in tune, then yeah, you'd be good.
So now you know what the judges think of Jason Wood, 1998, and now it's time to go on to our next entrant. This is our 3rd out of 4 that I'm going to show you this episode, and it's Joseph Davies with his cover of Never Say Never.
I've never felt that I was desire. I've never felt that I took boy. I've never had the strength.
Obviously, he's quite young. He's vocal-wise is alright. I think because he's young, he's got long time to practice and make it better. The more he practices, the more I think he will gradually get better. But I really like him. I love the song choice. A little bit more work. I love his style. A little more work on the vocals, and I think he would be the next Justin Bieber. So maybe. Yeah, I like him a lot.
I'm not going to put him through because he's a kid. I'm not as soft as maybe some of the other judges. But looking at him, he looked quite nervous and he didn't sing very good. And it didn't help that it was a Justin Bieber song. You could tell his nerves because he was swaying side to side, so I wouldn't put him through. Sorry, mate.
So that's what our judges thought of our Justin Bieber fan, Joseph Daly 72, with his cover of Never Say Never. And now for our last cover of this episode, I know it's sad, from the hit musical Wicked, this is Defying Gravity.
I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so.
Well, he's got a great musical theater voice. I could definitely see him doing musical theater stuff, you know, maybe making his way on Broadway kind of thing. So definitely works for that sort of thing. He made a little bit of eye contact with the camera, could have been a lot more, but overall I enjoyed watching him sing that song, and I'd be interested to see him on stage performing something from a musical.
Yeah, he was actually really good. Yeah, I'd put him through. And I also like his jumper. Yeah, he was really good, so yeah, you can get through.
So that was by Keri Ellis, and now you've seen our 4 entries for this week. Some of them might have made it through, some of them might not have made it through. Our judges didn't tell you because you're going to find out at the end of the auditions, all 8 of them. Now obviously there were more entries than 8, and some of them might not have made it through to the finals, but you'll find that out in October or at the end of September, as I already said. So thank you for joining me for this episode of Auditions. If you'd like to see our other 4 entries that are going to be put to the judges in 2 weeks' time, make sure you tune in. Subscribe if you haven't already to make sure that you get the latest X Factor online news right here. See you next time.